Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for another episode of our Manchester City FIFA 23 Reboot Career Mode. You can see here the calendar. We've had a really successful season so far, haven't we? We'll have a look at all our results, but look at the month of October, or starting September. September, all wins, one draw, pretty much all wins. In October, one defeat, the rest were wins. In November, all wins and one draw. So every month we send a drop one. We've drawn one with Fulham here, 0-0 this month in December. Today's episode will play United at home in the Cup. We've just beaten them 3-0 away from home as well in the Premier League. Then it's Bournemouth at home with simulation. Brighton at home will play. Wolves at home will play. And Bournemouth at home will play. And you see there, January. That means January transfer window time. Once United in the Cup calls for rotations, we do make rotations. Ortega starts and goes. It's Vardiol, Akanji and Ake, the back three. In the middle, Rico Lewis and Mateo Kovacic. It is then McAtee and Foden through the middle with Bernardo Silva on the right and Goncalves on the left. Erling Haaland through the middle again. Alvarez, Grealish, Bob, De Bruyne, Hickey, Stones and Ederson on the bench for this Manchester derby. Just replying after the last Manchester derby played as well, this time in the Cup. We've just beaten Manchester United 3-0 away at Old Trafford in the Premier League. They will be looking for revenge today in the Carabao Cup. They will be coming with a strong side, I'm sure. Maybe not as many rotations as us, because as we run away with the Premier League and rotate for players in this competition, Manchester United have to try and win any possible trophy on the line for them and Erik ten Hag's side, and that is why they're out there today with that. But Aaron Silva has the captain's armband, which it should have been really Phil Foden out of all those players in the field. Maybe even Nathan Ake. He's quite up in the rankings of possible captains. Out from the two sides, see, we've rotated our keeper, Manchester United don't. I think they've gone with the strongest possible lineup, and understandably, as they look to win just a single trophy this season. Newcastle, Arsenal, Palace, Wolves, Brentford, Norwich, the other quarterfinals. So this is the Manchester United side. Dean Henderson, Tellez, Eriksson, Højlund, Malacia, Anthony and Jadon Sancho on the bench for Erik ten Hag. Andre Onana starts in goal. A back four with Diogo Dalot, Varane, Martinez and Shaw. Lobotka and Casemiro partner in the midfield too, with Mount on the left, Fernandes on the right, and Lautaro Martinez in behind Marcus Rashford. A very fluid looking Manchester United side. Rico Lewis, Kovacic, McAtee, on towards Pote here, who prefers it off the right actually. I prefer him off the right anyway. Lewis, Ake, Haaland, Foden, lovely turn by Phil Foden, what a goal by Phil. That's where he plays to the middle. When he plays to the middle, he causes problems like that. Ball into Phil Foden, City lead in this Manchester derby in the Carabao Cup. Vardiol in there to celebrate with Phil Foden, who scores a fantastic goal. Lovely turn here. Ake into Haaland. Haaland into Foden. Lovely touch to the left foot. Away from Martinez. On the right footed finish past Onana. With pace, with power. He hits that. There's no chance stopping it, Onana. And City leading the Carabao Cup. It's towards the top corner. It's a thunder strike from Phil Foden from close range. But all the skill came from the spin. 2 goals in 2 games in the Carabao Cup. City 1, United 0. Not a bad start to this fixture, this City side. Casemiro. Kovacic across again, can't win it. Fernandes, ball in behind into Rashford, good ball. Now tries to stop the cross, which he does do it, pulled back to Fernandes and put wide. Well, the initial cross was stopped there by Bernardo Silva, which is crucial because that ball was going across the box to Martinez. Oh, Silva looking to put this one in. I'm thinking Phil Foden. Towards that far post, Foden. Header here! What a storming header from Pedro Goncalves, of all people. Well, he's not the tallest, this young man. But what a perfect, inch-perfect ball from Phil Foden. And Pote is on the end of it. Ball comes in. Horrible defending from United. And Pedro Goncalves there. Header Rafa Varane. I mean, this guy is a tricky winger. He's a smaller player. But a brilliant header. Directed past Andre Onana. Fantastic goal. And Manchester City lead by 2-0. Pep knows what that means. 2-0. City are going to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, it looks like. Place last season when we lost to Southampton. Lobotka. Wide to Mount. Ake chases. Good pace from Ake. Mount there. Footing by Pope, can't keep it. Mount still. Past Ake. Lobotka. Past Vardiol. Pulled it back to Martinez, who beats Ortega. That's poor defending. And United pull one back at 1-1. And it's Martinez for the finish. This here from Vardiol is not good enough, and then Akanji, wrong side of Martinez. Ortega tries to come out and get there, but he can't beat him to it. I thought he might save it, but he can't do. United pull him back at 2-1. It's a cheap goal to concede for Manchester City, that. Especially going 2-0 up and being comfortable. Does pretty well in midfield, doesn't it? On to Ake. Pote. Kovacic. Pote. Ake. Pote again. McAtee. Into Haaland here. 3-1 City. McAtee finds Haaland, and City are going to run away with this one in the quarter-final. Erling Haaland with a finish. City 3, and it's James McAtee with the assist. He's another player really developing. Assist for Haaland. Bottom corner past Onana. I'm loving James McAtee. Maybe City don't need to sign a midfielder of any sorts, because James McAtee is the one. He has really come in and developed as a player this season. I could be onside here. Referee, I think, says offside. Half-time, 3-1 in the Manchester derby. United, they tried to sort of maybe put the green shirt on, confuse us, blend into the grass a bit more than the red shirt. It's not worked. City have dominated them again. Rico Lewis, Haaland. Turns. It's a horrible touch by Haaland, actually. Lebock, United can counter it. Mount. Wide to Rashford. Nice skill by him initially. Fernandes. Chance here for Mason Mount. Saved by Ortega. Behind for a corner, I think. Oh, free kick for United. There must have been a foul in there. Good area for Bruno. Fernandes! Good save by Ortega. And Casemiro heads in for 3-2. Well, a good save by Ortega, but then he sort of needed his side to help him out. And it didn't come. Ortega floors Haaland, and Casemiro goes flying in to make it 3-2 with a header. In this game, we've made United on the scoreline look way better than they've actually been. We have been dominating United, better side. I mean, McAtee's run the show here. Slides in. So the worry is United could get back into this. Kanji fouls Rashford. Rashford's in. Marcus Rashford, 3-3. That is always the fear, isn't it? You dominate a team, but you concede silly goals, and United have got another one gifted to them. Here, Akanji going the wrong way. Rashford in. Not going to miss from there. 3-3. In City's place in the semi-final. He's now feeling like he's in Manchester United's hands. 3-3. Rico, McAtee. Haaland do not want him involved in the build-up, but he keeps getting involved with it. Pope crossed in. McAtee in there! Headed by James McAtee just over the Pope bar. Wide the post. A good opportunity for him nearly. Nearly pulls it off. Haaland. McAtee. Pote. Haaland attacks it. Away again. The cross wasn't brilliant. Martinez. Taken down by Kovacic. Brilliant by Mateo Kovacic again. Foden. Lovely play by Phil Foden. Kovacic makes a run. Foden. Bernardo Silva again. Mateo Kovacic with a header. Good save by Onana. Good play from Kovacic. United make a substitution. Malacia for Dalot. Crossing to Ake here. Phil Foden on the volley. Malacia with a block. Don't think it was going in anyway. Was there at the back, and he was one that was ready to throw it forward as well. That is full time. 3-3. Is it a replay or extra time? And if it is extra time, we've still got 5 or 6 subs we can bring on now and really blow Manchester United away perhaps. Well, there's no extra time, just penalties. City versus United from the spot. Foden sends Onana the wrong way. Good first penalty for Manchester City. Ortega versus Fernandes. Fernandes saved by Ortega. Big save to start it. Pope, this is not perfectly timed. Pope still puts it in. 2-0 Manchester City from the spot. Marcus Rashford now. Ortega doesn't need to save it. Rashford hits the post. Bernardo Silva. Onana the right way and saved. Martinez. Oh, Ortega the right way, just past him. Joshko Vardiol, the centre-back. Vardiol. Saved by Onana. And Casemiro can level things here. And he does do, 2-2. And it's down to Erling Haaland. Haaland against Onana. Haaland saved by Onana. And Anthony can send Manchester United to the Carabao Cup final. Anthony does. City are out. And United do it on penalties. That feels harsh. City out in the Carabao Cup. We won't be going to the semi-final. Harshly done. But it's United on penalties that knock us out this time. And it's Anthony. After Erling Haaland and co missed penalties. Not good enough. But it's Bournemouth at home up next in the Premier League. And we get back to winning ways. It was a 4-1 win. It was Kevin De Bruyne opened the score in Semenyo, equalising the 47th minute just after half-time. But Bernardo Silva and a double from Julian Alvarez brings Manchester City away with 3 points. So after 19 Premier League fixtures, this is how the Premier League is looking. It looks like it's going to be a title race between Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal and us. But we are way ahead. 13 points clear of second place Liverpool. I mean, the season we're having is unbelievable. Can't be an invincible season because we have lost one. But could it be a 100-point season? It just might be. Up next is Brighton, who are down in 13th place, not doing well in the Roberto De Zerbi at home. This aside for Brighton today in goal starts Ederson, a back three of Vardy, Captain Diaz and John Stones. It's Rico Lewis and Phillips in the midfield too, with De Bruyne and Alvarez in front. Goncalves on the right, Foden out on the left, and Erling Haaland through the middle of the bench. We've got Jack Grealish, Bernardo Silva, James McAtee, Kovacic, Hickey, Ake and Ortega. Welcome to two sides here. Roberto De Zerbi against Pep Guardiola once again. We already got the better of them at the Amex Stadium with a much better side when we faced Brighton at their ground. They come here today in 13th place, really underachieving this season. Of course, last season finishing in 6th position. It's going to be very interesting to see how the league table finishes off. I think, obviously, as it stands, we're expected Premier League winners. No one looks like they're going to catch us. We look a mile ahead of absolutely every other team in the Premier League. And teams are going to try and catch us, going to do their best, but I don't think they're going to get there. Two sides line up. Let's see how Brighton line up today. Well, this is the Brighton side then. In goal starts Robert Sanchez. There's a back four of Tariq Lamptey, Captain Webster, Tapsoba and Purvis of Stupinian. Kappa Dahoud and Crunch in the midfield three. Solly March, Evan Ferguson and Cairo Mitoma, one of the top goal scorers in the league. The front three, Eric Dyer, Van Bruggen on the bench, Van Heck, Undava, Dingra, João Pedro and also Jeremy Sarmiento. Just does look really unlikely that someone's going to catch us. They'd have to have a really perfect start second half of the season. Foden combines with De Bruyne. Phil Foden. Alvarez in the turn here. 1-0 City. And it's Julian Alvarez. I've got to start him and Haaland together. 1-0 City. Alvarez scores. Him and Haaland just work so well together. Foden, lovely pull back from the left-hand side. Finds Alvarez in the turn. Lovely first touch. And the second one's in the back of the net. Fantastic finish from Julian Alvarez. Look at that for a turn. Right-footed finish as well. Past Sanchez. Top quality forward. Goal for Alvarez. Goal for City. 1-0 we lead Brighton. And what's going to be interesting is how many goals has Julian Alvarez got? How many goals is he going to end the season with? That is goal number 6 in 16 for Alvarez in the Premier League. I think he can get 20 goals maybe himself this season in the Premier League. I genuinely do believe he can get that. He has the foot in. Well done, Vardy out to De Bruyne. Haaland. Alvarez. William. Back wide to Pote. De Bruyne. Haaland. Haaland off the crossbar and post. Well, he never usually misses them. There's Erling Haaland. Kevin De Bruyne has been robbed of an assist there. I can't believe Haaland hasn't scored that. Phillips down to Rico Lewis and City start again. Ball in. Vardy heads it away. Webster. Vardy in the box. Good challenge. Phil Foden. Mitoma slides in on Phil Foden. Foden's eyes light up a little bit here. He's up against Solly March here. Foden keeps going. Got taps over with him, but Phil Foden here wants to go all the way, does he? Phil Foden. Foden. Alvarez! Oh, good save by Sanchez. Really good play by Phil Foden. City start again. Diaz. Stones. Lewis. Diaz. Oh, you can't be caught out there, really, Ruben Diaz. Here's Ferguson. Into Mitoma. Stones can't make the challenge, but he slowed Mitoma down. And Diaz could try and recover it. Diaz pushes Mitoma. Edison comes out and saves it. Can City get away with one there? Stones. Pote. Rico Lewis. Into Pote again. Penalty Manchester City. Well, I was happy to play on. But it comes off the hands of Purvis of Stupinian and City have a penalty here. Ready to play it through. It's a harsh one, as they tend to be. Haaland, who missed his last one in the Carabao Cup against Manchester United. He doesn't miss this one. Top bins by Haaland. 2-0 Manchester City. Haaland Alvarez on the score sheet. Another goal for Early, who must have hit 25 goals in the Premier League now this season. Up he stepped to the spot and makes no mistakes. Sanchez sees that going that way. There's nothing he can do. City 2, Brighton 0. De Bruyne. Oh, from behind on Kevin De Bruyne by Solly March here. Hopefully that's not a serious one for De Bruyne because he's down and looks pretty injured to me. Red card for Solly March, he's off. We're playing a 10-man of Brighton now as well. Alvarez, lovely turn on Lamptey. Alvarez. Into Haaland, as Stupinjan's away. And as far as Calvin Phillips. Rico Lewis. Pote. Pote from range, blocked by, I think, Erling Haaland, his own player. That's half-time. 2-0 City lead against Brighton at half-time. But against 10 men, I think we can really take control of this game in the second half. Dahoud. Vardiol slides in to try and win it. They switch the play here. Lamptey. Ederson. We do concede. To concede against 10 men is really poor. Krunic with a goal here. I don't need to see it again because I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with that. 2-1 up and not happy with the side. Diaz with a good challenge here. Now he's out of position. Mitoma. Stones down the box. Mitoma penalty. 10 men of Brighton are going to nick something here. The 10 men of Brighton are going to nick something here. I'm telling you now. Ferguson against Ederson. Wrong way. 2-2. The 10 men of Brighton, who were 2-0 down, are back at 2-2 now. We're hitting a bit of a rough patch of form. I lost to United. Krunic. Dahoud. Diaz tackles him. Kovacic into Haaland here. Counter for City. Haaland through to Kevin De Bruyne. He's not the quickest De Bruyne, but he's away here. De Bruyne. Haaland! Off the post! Again. For the second time today. And Calvin Phillips is spun. Ferguson. Diaz, what a challenge. What a challenge by Diaz there, referee. And a free kick on the edge of our box. What for? Where's that come from? Good block by Stones. Ederson get that. He punches it. Haaland onto Stones. City counter again. John Stones of all people. De Bruyne wide to Pote here. Pote, a tackle by Stupinjan on Pote. After a poor first touch, and he seems to be down injured now. Stupinjan balling behind, but the game has been stopped here because of a serious injury for our winger, and that doesn't look good. He's down and not getting back up here, holding his knee. Please don't be bad. And Manchester City, who were 2-0 up at half-time against 10 men of Brighton, draw the game 2-2. Haaland hits the post twice and misses 2 good chances. And City throw away 3 points. Well, it doesn't get any worse than this. Manchester City's summer signing Pedro Goncalves suffers an ACL injury in the game against Brighton. 7 months out injured. That is his season over. And we're not even in January yet. That is a massive miss. A big, big shame for a player who is still finding his feet at Manchester City. I can't help but feel that that might really hinder his Manchester City career. Hopefully can get past this bad spell of poor form. Wolverhampton Wanderers away from home next. This is how we go with Ederson in goal. Hickey on the right. Akanji through the mid and Ake in the back three. I'm looking to maybe, of course, City might have signed someone, so we'll bring them in that position. Phillips, Bernardo Silva, Foden and Kovacic in the midfield three. Then the right, McAtee. On the left, Jack Grealish and Haaland through the middle. We've got Alvarez, Bob, De Bruyne, Gomez, Diaz, Vardiol and Ortega on the bench. But with Rodri out, we've got Goncalves out with, of course, Sergio Gomez on the bench now. And then Bude set to be loaned out. Ben Knight being moved on. The squad is starting to feel quite thin. And that is starting to worry me. And Goncalves, Pedro Goncalves is going to be out for the full season. So we're going to have literally no wingers, pretty much. Oscar Bob can't be expected to be a first choice winger. He's fourth choice. We maybe need to move for another winger in the January transfer window, which is coming up in today's episode anyway. So Premier League action, Manchester City versus Wolves. City with a defeat against Manchester United on penalties and then a draw at home against Brighton shows we haven't been in particularly good form. But today, in this game away from home at Wolves, a Wolves side that are not so good, that have lost their key players in Adama Traore, Neves, Moutinho, Jimenez and so on. A Wolves side which feels like they're beatable. Well, this is the Wolves side then. In goal starts Jose Sa. It's a back four of Semedo, Kilman the captain, Totti Gomez and Hugo Bueno. It's Stepanenko, Lamina and Mateus Nunes the midfield three, Fabio Silva, Pedro Neto and Pablo Sarabia the front three. Doherty, Hwang Chan, Cunha, Elvedi, João Gomez and Sasha Kalajnic on the bench. Phillips. Back to Akanji. McAtee, Phillips. Kovacic. Route on to Haaland here. Haaland across to Bernardo Silva. Straight at Jose Sa. Bernardo. Haaland. Nicely done. In behind to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Kovacic. Oh, what a miss. Bernardo Silva. Phil Foden. Back to Haaland, defended by Bueno behind for a corner. Well, we're trying to work them here. Really shame. Bernardo Silva with the header across the box. Handball, referee by Bueno. Right to Jack Grealish. Jack. Running at the opposition like he does best. McAtee, little back heel through to Haaland here. What a ball by McAtee. 1-0 City. What a ball by McAtee with a back heel. That is class from a boy from the youth system. And Haaland scores. Look at this back heel by McAtee. What an assist that is. Into Haaland. A bang across the keeper. But assist of the season, James McAtee. Back heel through. An assist for Haaland. McAtee with the flair. McAtee with the skill. And Haaland with his 27th in 20 games now. He's about to hit 30. At the halfway point of the season, he's about to hit 30. And behind our defence has been done well. Pedro Neto. Hickey beat him. Do not concede here. Pedro Neto with an absolute bullet before half time. Boy, do we concede stupid goals here. Stood off him. And Pedro Neto. Bang, top bins. What a goal. Like Damari Gray's when he scored it at the Etihad. Beats Edison. City have worked so hard to get the first goal. And Wolves go make it 1-1 before half time. So frustrating. And it's so far in this episode, it's happening time and time again. Goes and takes it off him, but loses it. Can't keep it. Sarabia again. Oh, Fabio Silva scores. Right at the start of the second half, and Wolves take a 2-1 lead. What's going on with Manchester City at the moment here? Good play. Good finish by Fabio Silva past Edison. City are 2-1 down. Haaland. Good ball into Grealish. McAtee! Oh, what a save by Jose Sa. What a save. Corner ball. McAtee. Over to Grealish. Back to Haaland. Back into Foden. Can't get it in there. McAtee takes down the edge of the box here. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Grealish. Towards Bernardo Silva, the header. Jose Sa punched it off the line. And the referees give a free kick their way again. Kick. Bernardo Silva. Game is no doubt being played in Wolves' half. Alvarez. Foden. Alvarez sets himself over the bar by Sa. Corner ball. Really shone it. In. De Bruyne attacks it. Past the post by KDB. I wouldn't like to see the stats of this game, but Jack Grealish is coming off here for Sergio Gomez. He's about to leave the club on loan in January. Alvarez. Dispossessed. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Oh, lovely play from the Belgian king. De Bruyne. Haaland! 2-2. What a ball by De Bruyne, who makes the difference immediately. And Haaland makes his 28th of the season. Good play by De Bruyne. Swings one into Haaland. And what a finish into the bottom corner by Erling Haaland. Come on. Let's get that win now. Let's get these 3 points here. De Bruyne in space. De Bruyne. Oh, Gomez didn't make the run. De Bruyne's pass wasn't great anyway. Ake wins it back. De Bruyne. Haaland. Bernardo. Bernardo. Foden. Foden. De Bruyne with a header. KDB scores. 3-2 City. And it's Kevin De Bruyne with a finish. 3-2. What a goal that is. We want to win 4 titles in a row. We want to. We were relentless. 11 points clear. And we've dropped lots of points. We don't intend to keep dropping them. Good play here. Foden pulls it back. What a cross on the outside of the boot. Haaland leaves it. Free header for De Bruyne. Who finishes it off. Oscar Bob comes on for Phil Foden now. But look at this powerful header by Kevin De Bruyne. Angles it perfectly. Past Jose Sa. Doesn't score many headers, does he, De Bruyne? But he has done there. He's 7th for the season. Manchester City 3-2. And Oscar Bob comes on for City now. Bit of energy on this far right hand side. We've got to see how Oscar Bob can do in the big moments as well. De Bruyne in behind to Gomez. Crossed in here. Wolves get it away. Just. 30 seconds remain, referee. Kinya. Ake dives in. Semedo. Opportunity for Wolves here at the end. Akanji across, big challenge. Sergio Gomez long. Full-time whistle goes a 3-2 win. We're conceding way too many goals at the moment. Way too many goals. But we've turned that game into a win, which I'll take. Pep Guardiola's got a lot to think about with his side at the moment. I think we're lacking options. We're lacking ability at times. Well, I won't lie. The squad feels a little bit light at the moment. If we're saying this is the first team, maybe Foden in there at Kovacic, that is the bench that we can put out. And that is the reserves. The squad is light, especially Rodri and Goncalves. If we get 1 or 2 more injuries, we're in trouble. Looking to move on Ben Knight. We could be in big trouble here, so I think we do need to have to look in the market. And of course, with Manchester City losing Kyle Walker to Bayern Munich in this save, the player City would to sign, and might have signed by the time this video goes out, is a Frenchman who also plays for Bayern Munich. He's on my list as a replacement for Kyle Walker, because I thought he could do that job really well. He can complement Aaron Hickey, who still develops alongside Rico Lewis. Hickey can also play on the left-hand side as well, considering he's got 5-star weak foot and Vardy all through the middle. So bringing in another defender who can play on that side and just help the side out defensively with options, because we are lacking them. And maybe we need to look at maybe midfield options, maybe wide options as well in this January transfer window. We'll have to see. But one player definitely linked with Manchester City as signed to replace Kyle Walker is this man. And we're going to end the episode signing this man. It's Benjamin Pavard. Well, before we get the Pavard deal over the line, City played Portsmouth in the first round for us, the Emirates FA Cup. A 2-1 win just scraped it away from home. A double from Julian Alvarez gets us the win. To Benjamin Pavard of Bayern Munich, who Kyle Walker has gone to, he will lose his place in that side. Good athleticism, good defending, good passing, good mentality. Certainly not as quick as Kyle, as we've said, but he is certainly a player who's a good defender and can play that position so well between right centre-back, right-back, on the right-hand side of our back three. It's perfect for what we're looking for, and he has to be the player to bring in. I don't think there's anyone better out there in the European market or in the marketplace in general to bring in. Plus, Bayern looking to move him on, so we might get him in a bit of a cheaper deal. They want 34 here, say Bayern. I think they'll set 32.5 for Benjamin Pavard. 33 will be the sweet spot to sign this man. 33 million, surely Bayern accept that. It looks like Pavard is coming to Manchester City. On our contract negotiation with Benjamin Pavard, of course, teams like Barcelona and so on have been interested in him. He wants a rotation role, that is fine. A 4-year deal, let's go for 5, Benjamin. Why not? Be heavily involved with the club for the rest of the years, no release clause. And wages-wise, we're going to say 90,000 per week, a £1.2 million signing bonus, and Pavard will agree to join Manchester City. And there we have it. We end the episode with a new signing. Benjamin Pavard joins Manchester City. He arrives at the club and he can play right back as centre-back, really good on the ball. Maybe not offering that pace, that recovery pace that Kyle Walker did offer, but he is offering real quality, I think, in the team. Something that we are really looking for, and it just so happened he played for Bayern Munich, and I think he fits that role perfectly between right back and right centre-back and centre-back. And to play on that right-hand side, to rotate with Akanji. So there he is, Benjamin Pavard, buying to City, 33 million. He's cost us a good solid player. And look at how good Akanji was when he came in cheap. Only a C rating for overall price range, but he'll develop into a top quality player. Apparently we could have got him for 28. I don't believe that. There's a signing. Welcome to City. There is Benjamin Pavard, part of the squad. Like I said, can play right back or centre back. Not quite as quick as Kyle Walker, obviously. But on the ball, certainly offers a lot more than he did. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Frenchman in the squad. Only 26 years of age, 6'1", French international. Really good signing. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe channel if you're new. And we'll see you next time.